Hey, Whippersnaps, this is Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Crystal Wed'locke Heptath'locke Season 2. Today, we are going to be taking on Whitney and her normal types, but first, since many of you guys have expressed or provided horror stories or expressed concerns about me going up against Whitney, you scared me a little bit. I decided, since the last couple of gyms have been pretty easy, that I didn't want to overgrind. I think Whitney's Miltank is level 20, and I was like, well, her lowest level one's level 18. We'll plan on going to the lowest level Pokemon. But you guys have scared me a lot. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go ahead and we're going to head up north here. I believe we can come out here. So to Route 35, and we're going to take on some of the trainers that are located out here on Route 35. And then from there we will continue on. I also was toying with the idea of potentially not using Guinevere and Lancelot and try to do something else to kind of up the difficulty, but you guys, again, scared the crap out of me with all of your horror stories about going up against Whitney and everything like that, and so yeah, I think Addy was even saying, even with his Geodude, he barely made it through, sort of thing, and it's like, okay, maybe I this shouldn't be the gym that we kind of play around with ideas on. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take care of the trainers here on Route 35. We might even do a catch here on Route 35, and then we're gonna go head back down and do the gym. I think we're probably gonna save I'm sorry, I was trying to figure out, ooh, magnitude 10, that'll do. Probably gonna save the bug catching competition for next episode. And so we'll do our catch in the... What I want to do is probably do a catch in the national park. I didn't see what it was. Ooh, Meryl. Yeah, we probably should switch Guinevere on that. This would go very poorly if I managed to get Guinevere killed just before the gym. That would be an even worse scenario. But Lancelot should be able to come in here. Let's throw up the sleep powder. Put Meryl to sleep. Perfect. Alright, and then we'll throw up the confusion. Yeah, it'd be really bad if we managed to get Guinevere. We'd be really screwed. Then we'd really see some interesting things going on. But a lot of you guys, so thanks for all the feedback on last episode. I did wait and listen to all the feedback on that before recording this one. So thank you guys so much for your feedback on what I can, how I, you guys sounded okay with me being able to grind on the bug catching contest to make sure I get a first place so I can get a Sunstone for Josephine. As long as I don't catch the Pokemon, or keep the Pokemon, you guys didn't seem to think that was an issue at all. So thank you guys so much for that. A lot of you guys seemed in favor of seeing Napoleon and Josephine on the team, so after this gym battle, despite the massive amount of help that they have been in the first 3 gyms at that point, Lancelot and Guinevere will probably be taking a short break at least for a little while. So that Napoleon and Josephine can get a more permanent part on the team for the time being, and you guys, that seemed to be what you guys lean more towards, so that works out nicely. Pikachu, we also did get, so it sounded like most people, or at least the people who made comment on it, did seem in favor of me editing the game to make it so if we are able to get that Onix, which will be determining whether or not we can catch a Bellsprout on the next route. If we can catch a Bellsprout on the next route, we can get an Onix, and you guys seemed in favor of me changing things around a little bit so that we can evolve it by level up as opposed to having to wait for, or figure out some sort of way. There's really no way to do a trait evolution in this format, so as opposed to not being able to evolve it, you guys seemed very much in favor of the level up evolution sort of thing as well. And that level range of about, 30, 35, when our, like, starter's gonna get fully evolved and things like that, you guys seem to be pretty in favor of that. That's probably about when, like, Luna's gonna evolve. I think Fiverr might wait a little bit longer, although I don't know when we're even gonna get a stone for Fiverr, but, yeah, okay. That works. Let's check this guy out. I think this guy's got a Magmar, or somebody's got a Magmar. Actually, that guy just reminded me. I think he said something about a radio. We've got to double back and get the radio card. Addy pointed out, ooh, let's actually switch Lancelot in. Addy pointed out that apparently that's a necessary, haha, it doesn't affect Lancelot. It scared me for a second there. That's a necessary thing, especially once we get to Kanto and we're trying to wake up Snorlax. We need the radio card. That's kind of the Poke-Flute of Zubat. We'll stay in for Zubat, I guess. Well, I guess I should have brought whatever back in. That's right. Guinevere can take out the next one, assuming she's not weak to it. Let's use Diglett. We're gonna keep Lancelot in. I don't want Guinevere getting wrecked. And it won't kill us for Lancelot to have a little bit of extra experience, just in case something horrible does happen to Guinevere. We'll be able to hopefully do something with Lancelot. Although more than likely, up against that Miltank, Lancelot's just dead. Especially since its signature move is Rollout, which I'm not sure, was Rollout a Rock-type move in this generation already, or did that happen later? It was probably a Rock move already. Although that feels like one of those moves that was probably a normal move for a long time, and then they're like, oh yeah, this is stupid, this should be a Rock-type move. But anyway, okay, so Fire, set up, yeah, so this guy's got the Magmar. Alright, so I think that's everything that we covered in the last episode. You guys want to see Josephine Napoleon, you're fine with me using, doing the bug catching contest to get a Sunstone, as long as I don't keep the Pokemon, and we can evolve the Onix if and when we ever get to that point. So I was gonna say, I'm probably going to do an actual catch in the national park, outside of the bug catching competition. So we'll do whatever the natural spawns in there, because I think we can get either a Nidoran or a Sunkern are the most likely ones, and I think either of those would probably be better than some other random bug. I mean, we've already got Butterfree. I really don't need a Beedrill, and honestly a Scythe. Well, if we could get a Scyther, fine, but I doubt using strict Nuzlocke encounter rules we'd be able to do that, even though we would get Dupes Clause from, we would get Dupes Clause because of Lancelot. We could probably avoid most of the encounters in there, but it's so unlikely that we would actually get a Scyther and be able to evolve it into a Steel type, that a level 2 seems oddly low for this area. So yeah, that's kind of my thought, and that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I figure any of those will probably be a better backup than another bug. Nothing against bugs, it's just probably get more use out of a Nidoking than a Beedrill. So anyway, that's the thought. So we might even do that today. Once we finish off the trainers on this route, we'll do the encounter in on this route, and then maybe we'll knock out the national park too, so that next episode we can just go ahead and we'll do the bug catching competition, and we'll go over to Route 36 as well and try and get our encounter there, which will hopefully be that Bellsprout we're looking for. And then we'll continue on up into Hexath'locke City, which will be great. Juggler Irwin is about to use Voltorb. He's got a lot of those, huh? Level 14, there's a level we're looking for. Guess this one's taking all the other ones under his wing. Magnitude 8. Fantastic. Alright, Guinevere doing good. Oh, a lot of experience on that last one. Fantastic. Alright, this guy again. This guy again is probably going to be... Alright, so we can get Sleep Powder from Lancelot. Did Juliet end up learning... Did she end up learning Hypnosis? She did. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch Juliet up front. And we will attempt to make an encounter here on Route 35. Which is a Growlithe. Okay, I didn't know we could get Growlithes on this route. I thought that was just Route 36. Okay. Oh no! That sucks. None of the cool Pokemon want to be on our team, guys. First the Phanpy runs and the Growlithe runs. I mean, it's not a Gen 2 Pokemon, and we did have Hobbs and the Hexath'locke, so it's not like I'm... But I mean, a Growlithe's a Growlithe, and I don't think, like, we have access to any of the Gen 2 fire types until... I don't think until we cross into Kanto, if I'm being honest, so that sucks. Another Growlithe. Might be the same one. I'm gonna try and put it to sleep. Ah! We did it! You guys didn't see the first one. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. Yeah, I mean, that's a Nuzlocke. That's why it's a challenge, right? That sucks. Look how cool he looks in this generation too. All right. Anyway, I think there's a we should switch Guinevere back up and take on this trainer here, and then I think we'll head back down. Actually, that reminds me, as I'm talking about not being able to find a fire type until Kanto, I realized we actually need to go south of Goldenrod, and maybe if we've got time after the gym, we'll do this today. Otherwise, we can fit it in tomorrow, or next episode. But I think we can get another egg from the daycare guy, which has the possibility... Guinevere is trying to learn self-destruct. No, I don't want to... If Guinevere's going to die fighting that Miltank, I want it to die fighting. I want her to die fighting as opposed to, like, sacrificing herself to kill it, sort of thing, right? It's not good etiquette in a Nuzlocke to use a move like that. We like our Pokemon too much for that. Alright. Grab this item here. TMO4. Nice. What is that? TMO4's rollouts. Really? I would have thought Whitney's the one who's going to give me a rollout. What is Whitney? Oh, no, she gives me attract, doesn't she? I think she gives me attract. Alright. This will be our final battle before we head to the gym. He's a bird keeper, so that works out nicely for Guinevere. Guinevere's probably a little OP now, but we'll it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You guys were like, you should probably go do those trainers first. Make sure you're super overleveled. This guy's got a Pidgeotto. Really don't want to put Lancelot up against Pidgeotto, so Guinevere's going to handle it. Even if spreading the XP would be preferable. There we go. Boom, baby. I think that's a illegal Pidgeotto too. Anyway, there we go. Guinevere gaining some more experience. Okay. Now, let's head on back. We don't have Oddish with us. We can't cut that. I think that just leads to Route 36 anyway, which we're not super worried about. I think definitely next episode we'll do the fateful encounter to see if we get that Bellsprout, see if we have any chance of getting a Steelix for the Elite Four at the very least. Okay. If we'd caught that Growlithe actually on this route, it would have been a guaranteed Bellsprout on the next route. Because I think the only encounters, at least when I sit down and record, it happens to be during the day, but which is usual probably. But during I think the daytime encounters in Crystal, it's like only Pidgey, only Bellsprout, and only Growlithe. And we have a Pidgey, and if we had a Growlithe, then Dupes Clause would have been like, all right, here's your Bellsprout. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to head into the gym. If we have time to go down and get that mystery egg from the daycare guy. So that mystery egg is, well, it's not the mystery egg because that's Togepi, but there's an egg, and I think it's called the odd egg, actually. And it is, it can evolve, or not evolve, but hatch into either, I think there's like 6 or 7 Pokemon it can hatch into. It's like Elekid, Smoochum, Magby, Tyrogue, Igglybuff, Pichu, Cleffa. That might be all of them, but there's a wide range of Pokemon that it could evolve into. And that might be interesting. It might give us, like, if we manage to get, like, a, don't really want an Igglybuff because or a Clefairy, I guess, because we've already got Luna. And so we've got something filling that role. Don't really need a Pichu because we've already got Fiber. Magby could be cool. We don't really need an Elekid because again we got Fiber, but it would be a different Pokemon at least. Tyrogue would be interesting getting a fighting type. Smoochum would be interesting getting an ice and psychic type. That could be pretty cool. I'm not the biggest fan of yeah, we'll switch Pokemon. We'll let Lancelot do it. Whatever might be a little OP at this point. What was I saying? So it might be interesting to give that egg a shot. We could potentially Oh, I think I was saying Jinx isn't my favorite, but it you know, that type combination might potentially be worth using anyway. Let's use the tackle, finish off the Meowth. Beauty Samantha, in fact. There we go. So yeah, I figure why not? We'll pick up the egg, and at some point I'll make a coupling of just eggs. We'll just carry those two around, and that'll work out nicely. He did take a disturbing amount of damage from those Pokemon, or she did. Guinevere took a disturbing amount of damage from those Pokemon. This Miltank might actually be trouble. Now I'm thinking about it. I was like, we're probably OP at this point, but look how much he's like at half health, almost. Well, a little over half, but still. she's at half health, and we fought like 2 Meowths or something. Alright, Sentret, now you're just being annoying. Give me something better than a 4. There we go. Finish it off. Atta girl, Guinevere. Good work. Beauty Victoria's about to use Sentret. Yeah. Bring Lancelot in. In fact, we could even... I feel like Guinevere's a little OP now, so we might even use a couple of other teams if we've got some more trainers in the gym. Just because, you know, why not? Spread the experience around, get an exposure to a couple of other Pokemon today. All we've seen is Guinevere and Lancelot at this point, and they're getting a little beat up, man. Do send a Sentret. Yeah, I guess. We'll get Guinevere over 22 at this point. Usually my rule in a Nuzlocke is like no more than 5 levels over the gym leader's ace, so we're still okay. And after we finish off Whitney here, we can probably be a little less liberal with our grinding once we go to the other gyms. But I guess Morty can be challenging. Doesn't Morty have like a Gengar or something? That can be scary. Although Guinevere can take care of that one too. Guinevere's like the all-purpose multi-tool Pokemon. Just make her do every gym. Just make it a Guinevere solo run. As much as I dislike boring Geodudes, they really kind of are pretty useful, huh? Of course, we haven't come up against a water-type trainer or anything yet, but otherwise, she even managed to be helpful in the Bellsprout Tower. So hey, there you go. All right, took care of them. Took care of her. Coming through. There we go. Don't let my Pokemon's cute looks fool you. They can whip you. So Tangela? Oop, no, because it's a normal gym, right? Schnabel! I apologize if you hear if I sound a little nasally or things like that. If you guys watch the gray version, you'll see last weekend. Because I think this episode's coming out Friday, maybe. Last weekend I was not feeling too good. And so I'm still have a little bit of a residual of that. It's just really bad allergies. It's nothing like to worry about. It's just really bad allergies. So my voice, I was really congested. And my voice was terrible, and I couldn't even try and record that episode. So I had to just speed up montage through it. Guinevere's still looking good. Let's take on her compatriot here. Then we'll take on Whitney herself. I feel it's a little unfortunate. I should have switched some Pokemon around. Because if Guinevere and Lancelot are coming off the team in favor of Josephine and Napoleon potentially soon, it's really kind of a shame to waste all this good experience, especially as little experience as there is in this region, to waste all this experience on them. But that's okay. They'll be around. They'll be around. Especially until Napoleon learns Earthquake or whatever his next move is going to be. It'll definitely be useful. Crap. It'll definitely be useful to have these guys around. All right, come on, Lancelot. You can do it, buddy. You got this, boy. Wake up. You're just a little Butterfree. You're just a little Butterfree. You can do it. Oh no, no. All right, we're gonna just switch out. It's not worth the trouble. All right. What am I? Guinevere. I almost went to Lumina there for a second. I was like, oh, Jigglypuff versus Jigglypuff, but that's not the name of the game here. We don't have that option. All right, let's throw up another Magnitude. Magnitude 4. Horrible, horrible, awful move. I just have to hope we get decent rolls on that up against the Miltank and can finish it off before it gets up into the full rollout range. That would be unfortunate. Lancelot grew to level 19. That'll work. Have to use Jigglypuff. Guess we're staying in. Lancelot's worthless right now. Sleeping on the job. Magnitude 7, not bad. Oh, baby! Jigglypuff goes down. Alright, perfect. We are going to run back and heal one last time. And then... I think it's here. Yeah. And then we are going to take on Whitney. Whew! I think she's only got 2 Pokemon at this point, though. In this game, I think she just has a Clefairy and a Miltank. I could be wrong in that, but I think that's what we're looking at. So... shouldn't take us too terribly long to get through her, and we might even have time to go pick up that egg today. And I'll have to pick out, because I'm not gonna hatch the egg. Oop, Todd Camper. Tort, what are you doing? You must be a lot better now, huh? How about showing me your technique in a real battle with me? I'll be waiting on Route 34. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we'll go defeat Whitney. This guy he's actually just above the daycare, and I've already rematched him once, I feel like, when I was doing my grinding. So we'll take on Whitney, and then we're going to have to walk right past this guy to head to the daycare and get the odd egg. So we might as well get in a little battle as well. A lot of battling today, but hey. Alright, do I want to... Let's switch Lancelot up. And we might be able to save Guinevere fresh for the Miltank. We might even be able to get like some poison or some sleep off on the Miltank. That wouldn't be the worst thing, right? So let's plan on that. Let's go ahead and put the Clefairy to sleep. That'll work out nicely. Alright, confusion. Ooh, baby, that is awful. See, is the tackle gonna be any better? Not by much. Ooh, Metrodome, that could be scary. Ooh, toxic. That's not ideal. In fact, let's put poison powder up ourselves. We're all gonna be losing some health. Very learned poison powder. Alright, confusion. It'd be nice if being poisoned made you more susceptible to psychic type moves. Maybe. Ouch. Please no. Okay. There we go. Clefairy is down. Awesome. Miltank. I want to stay in and I want to put the Miltank to sleep, I think. Let's do that. No! Crap! Yeah, definitely a rock type move. Lancelot, no! Oh, that was dumb. I was thinking we'd be faster. It's a big fat cow! How is my agile little Butterfree not faster? No, Lancelot! I think that's first blood in the Wed'locke. Crap! Oh, I was thinking we'd be faster. Crap. Well, Guinevere, why don't you, let's throw up a defense curl, actually. That sounds great. Especially now that we've got this thing going with the stupid rollouts. Crap. Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Oh, no. Oh, we're so screwed. Magnitude 6? That's the best you can give me, girl? Oh, no. Oh, we're so screwed. We're so screwed. Oh, no. Oh, no. Because... Oh, no. Okay. Can she survive one more of those? We're gonna have to hope she can. Ooh, critical hit! Oh, no. Oh, no. Crap. Oh, I was wanting to look at stats. Oh, she switched to Stomp. Oh, that hurt a lot. Oh! Okay, but she stopped rolling out. Okay, it's asleep. It's asleep. Crap. Okay, so we need a Super Potion Luna. Stay asleep, Miltank. Okay, Miltank's asleep. Headbutt. This thing's got crazy defenses, though. Oh my god, and it can milk drink? Guys, we're so screwed. We're so screwed. Miltank rolled up. Okay, it missed. It missed. Okay, gotta put her back to sleep. Uses a Stomp. Whew, that does way too much damage. But Luna, clutch, landing the Sing. Luna landing the Sing. Okay, good girl, good girl. We're gonna Super Potion, because I don't think she can even take 2 Stomps, which is disappointing, but, let's try an Ice Punch. I don't think Miltank's got thick fat yet. Okay, okay, one more of those. Okay. Okay, she didn't get a... Oh, no, she flinched! Crap, does that mean we have a milk drink incoming? Oh my god, Luna hung on. Oh my god, she did it! She hung on and she killed the Miltank! Oh my god, I feel so bad! Luna's trying to learn Roll Out, but Luna learns Roll Out at the... Oh my gosh! Delete an older move to make room for Roll Out. I mean, we've got the TM. Let's get rid of Pound, I guess. Oh my gosh. We lost a full couple, guys! Well, it makes me feel so bad that we already kind of had decided that they were coming off the team, because I wanted them to go have a nice little couples retreat in the box! I didn't want them to die! Guys, it's so bad! It's so bad, guys. Oh, Whitney, you're so evil. Oh no, you made Whitney cry. Yeah, well, she made me cry. She just murdered a lovely couple. It's okay, she'll stop soon. She always cries when she loses. You give me my badge, you whiny little piece of junk. What do you want, a badge? Oh right, I forgot, here's a plain badge. Tortoise plain badge. Oh, Lancelot and Guinevere, they were like the MVPs of this. I mean, I already said that we could, like, Guinevere's beaten every gym for us. Oh, I can't believe that happened. Oh, it was my own fault. I should never have, if I hadn't left Lancelot in to try and put the status up, then the Miltank wouldn't have had the extra rollout damage, and Guinevere might have been able to do that. Oh, I can't believe that just happened. Oh, that sucks so much. Alright, well, we have to go make a heaven box, I guess. Oh man, it's so bad. Oh, I'm so glad Luna didn't die though. If we had lost Luna, one of our transfers, one of my favorite Pokemon from last season, if that had happened in this gym, man, I can't believe that just happened. Alright, so box 1 is singles, box 2 is couples, and we're gonna make box 14. We're gonna make box 14 heaven. Just keep it on down there. So close and yet so far. Alright. And heaven. Switch. Pokemon saved. Oh, guys. Let me know your favorite moment with Guinevere and Lancelot. They went down together though. That's how they would have wanted to happen. Those two were thick as thieves. They wouldn't have wanted to go on without the other. It's kind of like my great-grandmother after my grandpa died. She shortly died thereafter after, you know, of a broken heart. They wouldn't have wanted to go on. All right, who's in this box? Who's in box 1? Let's take a quick look, I guess. And we'll just kind of see. Okay, so we got Arwen, our female Pidgey, Gomez, our male Ekans, Gohan, our male Rattata, and then the egg. Okay. Well, let's heal very quickly, and before we get Napoleon and Josephine out, I want to go down, and as I said, I want to hit the daycare. So this is the guy. We can rematch him if we want. Although after that loss, I don't know if we want to do that. All right. So we have Luna, Fiber, Romeo, Juliet. We can get an odd egg from this guy. I'm the daycare man. Do you know about eggs? I was raising Pokemon with my wife. You see, we were shocked to find an egg. How incredible is that? Well, you wouldn't like this egg. Fine then. This is yours. Keep it. Torb received the odd egg. Found that it was caring for someone's Pokemon 4. The trainer didn't want the egg, so I kept it around. Okay, so we've got that. As I said, it can hatch into any number of interesting Pokemon, so we'll hold on to that. I need to figure out at some point where we want to hatch these, because I count them as like being counter of when they hatch, not necessarily where we like picked them up. So probably, I wonder what's inside. It needs more time though. So probably I'll we can head back, maybe after, once we open up Route 36, we can easily head back to like Violet City, and we can hatch one of them there, and we'll hatch the Togepi, and maybe we'll go back to Cherry Grove and hatch the other one or something. We'll doing some of that so that we don't really have to waste a Roots encounter on those kinds of places where we're probably not going to find anything anyway. But man, we get our 3rd badge, but at what cost? At what cost? Lancelot and Guinevere have gone down just before retirement. They were just about to sail off into the sunset on their 2nd honeymoon and just go into on a relationship retreat, a couple's retreat, and they were cut down in their prime. It's a sad day, but we got our badge, and we are going to be moving on next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Make sure to leave those likes, comments, and subscriptions for me, guys, and I will see you all back here the next time make sure to leave some lovely remarks in the comments down below for Guinevere and Lancelot. Have a good one.